Now that the Emissary Operator Collection is available and that has been done, I said in the video that I would come back and have a look at these some other time. So let's take a look at the Sentinel bundle. I tried to pronounce that earlier and it came out completely wrong, so not even touching it. And the Protosomid Shura God, because these are the rewards before you even get to the Emissary Operator Collection. These aren't as horrible as I was expecting them to look, considering that is basically some weird sandana looking thing that's not a sandana. And this, that button, the Sentinel, they put it on here, it just looks wrong. There is obviously the epoxies one, there is one that begins with an M, there it is. That's kind of infested as well. If it was Tenogen, it would pop up and say. And this one doesn't seem to be a Sandana because, well, it began with a P, and you'll notice it doesn't appear under Sandanas because, as it says, it's a Shura God. There it is, Shura God. So you can still wear a sandana with this thing equipped. Any sandana. I have no idea which one I actually have equipped at the minute. Not the right one. I wanted to try that one with the M on it, so it's slightly still infested, and doesn't that just look absolutely silly? Copy attachments colours. No. Let's not use that one because it just doesn't go well, which is the big problem with this. I have noticed a few people out there having the same problem. You could always try that one. That's not even infected either. It's a Shura God that kind of takes the place of Sandanas. So you don't even need to run a Sandana with this because it is kind of its own Sandana. It does do this weird thing where if you go to the colour, I don't even want a colour on that one. If we just set it back to the standard one, that is what Saren is supposed to have. That is what I'd set her to, but if you set a colour to the attachments, it overrides the ephemera here and it affects the glow pretty badly. Go back to copy the colours, goes back to purple, but the glow isn't including the armour attachment here, so put that back the way it is so it stands out more. And yeah, I was looking at this and I kind of hate the weird effect it's given to the Spores ephemera where it's overwriting the colours, but apart from that, the thing doesn't look that bad. It doesn't have horrible length. Ones with long length can end up looking really, really, really horrible. This hasn't got a long length, it still clips through the arm, but it's an ancient infected's head, basically. That's what it looks like, and it goes really well with the Spores ephemera going off here, and the sword skin as well. Kind of too well, if we're being brutally honest here. That's probably my thumbnail. Then moving on to the Sentinel attachments, as Saren does her thing down here with the sword, I was pretty amazed on how well this actually fit. You can see, compared to the body of Carrier here, the head moves quite well with it. The wings don't interfere with it as it looks around, and the tail looks like it's upside down. It looks like this entire thing is backwards. Like, that's supposed to be the head, and that's supposed to be the tail. Because, well, that's a face. That is very, very, very clearly a face. And this is going to make things ridiculously hard, but that's a face. There's no denying it. That is very clearly a face, whereas that, not so much. It does have face aspects to it, but the tail, I kind of wish it was upside down. That ruined it on Carrier for me. Even on Helios, the wings work really well, the mask, the way it moves around works really well, and then you've got this tail piece that looks like the got the head and the tail backwards, and it looks like it's a dead head on the back that's upside down. Same goes for shade. I do believe I threw it on normal shade. Yes, I did. The head is upside down and on the tail, whereas the tail's on the face, and it just makes the Sentinel look backwards. Of course, when you see the Sentinel, it's usually from this angle anyway, so it is showing off all of the detail from it, but the big problem with the Sentinel bundle is that it looks like it's upside down and backwards, which just really, really ruined this. So I didn't even bother trying to put it on Death Cube, because Death Cube is just a cube, but I did throw it onto my Sentinel I run all the time, and bang, the head's on the right way around. I did not see that coming, but that's what happened. If you put it on Jin, then the head goes the right way around, but it's still on the tail. But this is the Sentinel I was planning on putting it on to begin with, because this is the one I use all the time, simply because he has the ability to come back from the dead using his weird little augment thing. After a minute and a half, he will come back to life. Throw that in with sacrifice and you have a Sentinel that will kill itself to revive you, but can then come back and do it again. So it's kind of a no-brainer for day-to-day use, going to use him, but did not expect the head to go on upside down to what it is on every other Sentinel, but be the right way around for when you're looking at it, even in the pictures. This piece is the right way around. In the picture, it's the right way around. You can see the mask is where the mask is supposed to be, the tail is where the tail is supposed to be, they are in the right order, but then when you put them on, the tail part goes upside down. As a tail part, it's fine. The fact that it's upside down isn't. It just looks weird. Might be meant to be like that, but when the pictures show it like this, and it appears like this, yeah, even if it is the tail and not the head, it still just looks wrong upside down. Of course, if you weren't able to pick these up from Nightwave, there's no real need to panic, because as they have said from Series 1, the Wolf of Saturn 6 items, these will eventually be available outside of the Nightwave to make sure that exclusive items like this don't remain stupidly exclusive, and once this ends you will still be able to pick these up anyway. So hopefully that will be the right way around, because the picture has it that way and it still looks upside down to me. May not be. And this, hopefully that will be available in the marketplace or something upon the end of Nightwave Series 2, because the Shura God, honestly, I really like that. Even in the infested colours, separate to the colours that Saren has here, it looks really nice, and it kind of goes really well with Saren, well, Saren Prime, because, well, it just really does. What I was hoping is having it, and I have to check this, would open this door. It doesn't. If I don't have the pink spot on Saren Prime, so the door will not open. Having the Shoulder God I was hoping would, but that's not such a big deal either. But that's about it, so we'll leave this off here for now. I'm only doing this because people mentioned in the comments section that I skipped them, so now I haven't. I've covered them as well, because they do look pretty nice, and I should have done them before doing the operator outfit. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.